These are the best moves at the start of NFL free agency. Now, this includes some trades, but you get the idea. You know, the start of the NFL year, the new league year. And let me just say that some of these I take in tandem. Like if one team made a couple of moves that I like, I put them together.
Sure.
So I do factor that in. And I said this to you off the air yesterday, but I say it for the benefit of our listeners. Fit is very important to me. So I don't just look for the best player going somewhere. I also look for the fit. Like, does he fit what their image is, what their scheme is? Like, does it work? Does it feel like a good fit? So to me, that is those are the criteria. And again, I would tell you again that these are the ones that I liked. And in the case of Tier 3, the ones I didn't like, which is why we're going to start with Tier 3.
Nice.
Okay, these are the moves that, again, to me, like, were big signings, but I don't love them in terms of fit and everything else. Kirk Cousins, Atlanta Falcons. Look, again, he was the best quarterback available on the market. He's coming off an Achilles injury. The Falcons are a loser franchise. Cousins is a loser quarterback. He's basically a 500 guy. Everybody seems to think the Falcons are now, because they have a quarterback, are ready to contend for the Super Bowl. I don't feel that way. Am I overstating that, Jim Murray?
No, but, you know, there's some offensive talent there, and quarterback was certainly one of the detriments to that team last year. You could upgrade from Desmond Ridder. They did. I don't love him either. He's won one playoff game in his career. But, you know, they had the money. I actually think it's an okay fit for him.
Yeah, so I don't. I'm going to tell you that, again, let me tell you.
They are your tiers, ultimately.
Yeah, so what did the Falcons go last year? 8-9, 9-8, something like that. Okay, I'm going to tell you it's going to be basically the same thing. They might get to 10-7. If they make the playoffs, they'll lose. They're going nowhere. Don't kid yourself. Next, Gabriel Davis, Jacksonville. Gabriel Davis, I liked in Buffalo. He's now the replacement, effectively, for Calvin Ridley. Gabriel Davis is hurt all the time, it feels like. I don't think it's a great fit. I don't think he's a guy who can be a lead receiver. If I'm Trevor Lawrence, I want something better than Gabriel Davis. Next, DeAndre Swift, Chicago Bears. DeAndre Swift kind of sucks. He was with Philadelphia last year. They got rid of him in 1 year. They couldn't get rid of him fast enough. Miles Sanders was better in Philadelphia than this guy was. See you later. He's going to suck in Chicago just like every other player they get. And I would add to Tier 3, anybody who signed with the Washington Commanders. Bobby Wagner, Austin Eckler. Doesn't it feel like every guy they signed is a guy who's
they're
bingo?
washed. Yeah.
It's the place where players go, careers go to die. Washington is now that place. They overpaid for some scrubs who are at the end of their rope. I think all the Washington signings blow.
Tier 2, please.
Okay, Tier 2.
How would we title these?
I would title Tier 2 not bad.
Good, not great?
Yeah, not bad. Good, not great is exactly how I would categorize them. And some of these may surprise you, but when I say good, not great, I would do these. If I were these teams, I'd make these moves, starting with Tampa Bay. Baker Mayfield and Mike Evans. They kept them both. Now, again, does that mean that Tampa Bay is going to be a threat to win the Super Bowl? No. But what they had last year worked. A lot of people picked Tampa Bay to really suck last year. Murray, you were one of them. I know I was.
Yeah.
They were actually, they made the playoffs. Tampa Bay was respectable.
They've handled the Brady transition better than the Patriots. Period. They have.
Absolutely right, Murray. Good way to put it.
Nice.
Leonard Williams, Seattle. I love Leonard Williams as a player, and I think he fits Seattle. They like angry players, aggressive players on defense. Williams was good when he got out there. I'll get to, to me, he's a natural fit. I'll get to Irv Smith on Kansas City in a minute. Just give me a second because you're saying, what? What? I'll explain that in a minute. Tony Pollard and Calvin Ridley, Tennessee. The tandem of the two, I like. Pollard alone, I didn't. When they also brought in Ridley, I said, okay, this makes sense. What Tennessee is trying to do is find out whether their quarterback can play.
Yep.
So they're putting weapons around him. We're going to try to run. They brought in a center as well. They have revamped some key elements around the quarterback on that team, and they're going to get an answer. Russell Wilson in Pittsburgh, I like the fit. I think he's a good fit for what Pittsburgh wants to do. Pittsburgh wants to run the ball, play defense, just have the quarterback there to throw the ball downfield and not screw it up. I think Russell Wilson can do that. I like Josh Jacobs in Green Bay, too. 3 down back, Feels to me like, they have a newfangled offense with, I say newfangled, but with LaFleur of the McVay tree. I think Josh Jacobs is going to be a good fit in that kind of offense. He can catch the ball, can handle a good workload. I like the fit there. Irv Smith, backup tight end. He's a guy who's underachieved in his career thus far. I feel like Travis Kelce's near the end of his rope. Longer term, I think Irv Smith could be a big game there. What I'm telling you is, I think he's going to be better in Kansas City than he's been anywhere to this point. Sneaky signing. Keep an eye on that one.
Okay. Top tier NFL free agency.
Okay, these are the moves I like the best. To me, this made the most sense. The best fit around the league. We'll start in Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley. He is perfect for that offense. Perfect. Dynamic, game-breaking. Now, again, there's an injury factor, but game-breaking type of running back who, with Jalen Hurts, will take some of the mileage off, open up the pass game, catch the ball himself. It's a great fit for the Eagles. Derrick Henry with the Ravens. Has there ever been a better back for what they want to do there? Big, bruising back who, if you don't tackle him, can bust one, and also late in the game will be a pain in the ass to tackle. Great fit. Brian Burns with the Giants. Again, I always think of the Giants as defense first. Burns, to me, was maybe the best pass rusher available on the market, or one of them anyway. One of the three best defensive players. He went to the Giants. Donnell Hunter from Minnesota was an absolute force for the Vikings last year. Signed on with the Texans, who needed some sort of pass rush on that defense. It was a real problem for them. Now with C.J. Stroud handling the other side of the ball, Houston is a legit factor to win that division. They already were. And the last one to me, Chris Jones, staying in Kansas City. He, to me, is one of the defensive players of the year candidates, or player of the year candidates. I think Chris Jones was the most important guy for any team to sign during this start of the postseason in the NFL, and good for Kansas City for keeping him.
Taki doesn't make any lists there?
He does not.
He didn't make them.
Mike Nwenu to the Patriots?
Nope.
Go back to the Patriots?
Please.
Not even tier 2?
No. Stop. Where are they going? You got to have something at stake to make it to tier 2. You got to be able to get somewhere, with the exception of Tennessee. But at least they're doing it with the idea of getting an answer on their quarterback. So, to me, no. The Patriots don't qualify. None of their moves are bad enough for me to completely pan. But
Josh Uche.
Yeah, they was letting him go. Well, no, they re-signed him. Sorry,
yeah.
Get that backwards. Yeah, it's $3 million. I mean, I'd have let him go, but he's not worse than Bobby Wagner or DeAndre Swift.